right, we're back. Final Fantasy 16 Part 6, I believe. I have done a little bit off stream while testing stream settings and recording settings and things like that, so it is a little bit farther than last time, but not much. We defeated Kupka pretty much, and that's about it. Let me start recording as well. See if the PC holds up today. And yeah, let's continue.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
Well, no surprises there. It was the same after Drake's breath.
Alright, I think we just have that. I don't think we have any side quests. I don't think... yeah.
The conquering hero returns, and with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map?
So we're gonna look at our map. Story time.
The kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the mother crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot?
Okay.
In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human.
Is it really gonna be the quest?
And
I gotta
we
go
are,
around,
all
talk to
of
everybody.
us, sentimental
Tell him he's dead.
animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Yep, sounds like it. Wow. Okay, that's an interesting quest. Just tell everybody he's dead. Speak to this man first.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No,
Hey,
to share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
wow.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Excited about that though.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
Like it's been that way in every Final Fantasy.
My own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot.
Alright then. Talk to this man too.
Is there
Oh, I have a
I
little
might
bit of
assist you with, Clive?
stuff to add to the tomes. Not much.
What subject shall we consider today?
Thanks to Sid, the man who...
Okay.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though.
New stuff in the shop.
And what can I do for you? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Less stagger. I think we're good on that. 36,000 gil right there.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Otto.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
So, the professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should.
Sid?
And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down at that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
All right. More stuff just popped up, so that's great.
And how may I assist you today? What is it that you wish to learn?
How do we get to her? Just take this. Okay.
If I don't come up with something soon.
See what she says.
All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen.
You're gonna actually get a ship?
Enterprise.
Do we actually get a ship in this game?
It together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
Pretty much everything.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
All right. This is one, like, really. It's too bad I can't just like fast travel to these places rather than having to run back and forth every time, but it's alright. Don't have any more these, right? Alright. Hello. What up? How does everything look better and sound better today, by the way?
It's for mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
Yes. Okay,
She
good.
said you would know. Here.
You missed the streams at like 3 a.m. this morning. You better make cams on? Nah, make it worse.
Krieger's Tates. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need
Stream?
help.
I deleted them.
Get Gavin
There was like
Otto in
4 or
here,
5
will
last night. Like
Right.
2 or 3 in the morning. We're doing test streams. Me and Candy. We stayed in the chat for like 6 hours, dude. Just working on our settings. I'm dead serious. Ask Candy.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, hasn't she?
That's like, look at your emails.
Still,
You know, notifications.
if that's what it takes to get to visit Sid's
Look at your
grave,
picture right now.
I'll do what I can.
Like 5 of them last night.
What is it we need to do exactly?
Let's see, where's it?
Take a look at this.
2:30 a.m.
It's this plating. The usual saw grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work
You
cut
know
out
what I'm
already.
saying?
You'll have to fetch them.
Slacking, man.
Now,
Missing all
there's
the
a special
streams.
kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy.
See, look.
Stardust, they call it.
2 a.m.
As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs
By
buying
2 a.m.
and
though, you
bringing
ain't.
back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand coating the sand.
And the other can go
Would
and
you?
get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with.
Oh, we got side quests. Now I see the notifications. Yeah, uh-huh. There's probably like 4 or 5 of them. Probably gonna lose a bunch of subscribers because of it, but it needed to be done. Settings are a lot different, and then my recording settings are crispy, dude. Like I would rather record than stream now.
It's my apprentice.
Like it's like 10
He
times
often
better than
vanished
this
when my
quality.
back was turned.
Not even kidding.
I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now short 1 pair of hands. Loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers. I'm
Actually,
at
it's
a
like
loss.
7 times better.
Please, will you see if you can find him?
See what I can do.
I'll see what I can do. Do you know where he might have gone?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see.
Hold on one sec. Okay.
Poor fool left his heart in its hollow.
I'll be here.
And that's
All
where I'll
alone.
start.
By myself. I want that actually. I wasn't gonna get this, but
Be safe.
we've seen a new monster and little item. We gotta get it. So I did upgrade my limit break again, and this Phoenix skill. So there's a second charge, which is insane. That's why I have 4 bars for the limit break. Re-downloaded Cold War? Why?
Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia.
Surprised you're not playing Sniper Elite 5. Lord.
Straight home
Surprised you're
now.
not playing Sniper Elite 5. Do I sound crisper though? Like, I sound good? I'll play later. Okay.
Excuse me. What do you want? The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I?
Yes, you
Certainly
are.
not a baker.
Sounds
Must have ruined the day
Ooh,
for
thank
me.
you. That's all I got going for me.
Time was the sight of the fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
I take it you missed the mother crystal.
I hated
No, I
her,
literally
but she was all I knew.
did like 4 hours of just
Worked
doing this
for
kind of
2
stuff with the
years.
Candied this morning.
When she shattered, part of me shattered with her.
We even made a
I had to
video.
trade my
You haven't seen his
pickaxe
video
for a
yet.
rolling pin, but I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as
The funny
iron.
thing is, actually, that's how we
She was
started
the
off.
only
We said we were going to make a
fucking
video,
hole
a reaction
inside me.
video. And then my settings were tweaking out, and his
Now
settings were
she's
tweaking
gone.
out. And we
She
ended up
never
spending like
came
4
back.
hours doing
What am I supposed to
settings.
do? I ask her.
And
How does a
then
shell of a man learn
we
to live
realized
again?
after like so many hours, we were like, oh wait, we forgot. I don't know what I should have said. Express yourself, sure.
Perhaps
Um,
you could express yourself in your work.
We finally remembered we
the
were supposed to
fact.
make a video, so we
Maybe
did
you
that in
could
like 30
recapture it
minutes.
somehow.
Recapture it? I'm a baker, not a... You know, you might just be right. What a fool I've been!
Indeed.
I have to get back to the bakery right away.
Chop chop.
Thank you. Thank you, my friend. You've opened my eyes.
Wait.
I don't know even what I said to him. I said express himself.
Suppose he won't be needing an escort then.
But I have no idea what the actual thing was to do. I wasn't trying to, but I saw how what? What?
Take a sniff, good sir. Be transported.
Ah, there you are. The man who lit a fire under my wayward apprentice. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. He damn near ran me down trying to get to my oven.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Balm. A truly unique creation.
I dare say it is.
Just look at it. A perfect likeness of the Fang herself. Her steep peaks, her fulsome spurs, her inviting hollow. True, my loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the Fang without her crater? Why, no Fang at all. And look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a bounty of beautiful crystals. Salt crystals! Master, I have found my purpose. I must use my work here
You're
to
being
preserve
fat faster.
the
Because of the way you're
memory
eating, dude. I keep telling you.
of the Fang.
Stop looking in the
if it
mirror.
tastes off as
The millionth
unique
time.
as it looks, I'd certainly say you're onto something. not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight. With any luck, I might even have a new delicacy on my hands.
You're welcome, mate.
I don't know how you did it, but you have my thanks.
Give me your gill. Okay. I did see one other side quest. Up here. Oh yeah. I should have slept.
Sid.
The crystals we got from the tailor.
Good to see you, Sid, as always.
Thanks, bro.
Ah, Clive. Your timing is exquisite, as always.
Exquisite.
I have a concern which you may be able to assist me with.
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear that they are being watched. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or it may be the prelude to something altogether more dangerous. Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you might investigate.
Of course.
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostwing. Listen to their tales, and make what you will of them.
All right. I will.
In a match, one sec. Oh, dude.
Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to
I'm
say.
ready to fall asleep, to be honest.
Better
I
find
just
out if
streamed.
this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously. Excuse me. Quentin mentioned strange figures having been sighted near the village. Have you seen anything?
Nah, not me, Gov. I heard the rumours, though. I'm here most days, right next to the gate, and I ain't seen nothing out of the ordinary. Don't
Nothing.
worry. Any shady characters try and slip into town this way, and I'll soon come running. And shouting, most likely.
All right. Thank you.
Nothing, mate. Right. Let's go to the left one first. I'm gonna go down.
Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
No, but I've heard something. Sound of scraping metal, like someone sharpening a sword.
Where was this?
In Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I heard it, screeching out from between the trees. Ran back here as quick as my legs would carry me, and I ain't been back since.
I see. I'll look into it. Thank you.
Oh, that was the person I needed to talk to?
Seems
You lucked
Lorbert's
out then.
Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate?
Let's go. Crazy how all the items just literally respawn when you come back to this place. Or any place, pretty much. So any, like, loose items you usually find will always be there. Kinda crazy.
You there. Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape.
Black shields. Here.
That was just funny, I'm sorry.
What are you doing here? What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. What matters to us is that you don't leave here alive. Over here!
Whoa. Take that. I feel like I'm so OP right now. Fast and gain weight. Yeah. Whatever you say, man.
Why were they here? Were they planning an attack on Lost Wing?
I'm not gonna run all the way back. I'm in fast travel. There's no point in running back. Waste of time.
Good day to you.
The crystals we get from the
Clive, how goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
I found some black shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone now.
Black shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds. Though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for.
You gained 15 pounds eating muffins
The pack has finally caught the
and
scent
chips.
of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. More time to prepare. But if we are cornered, we have no choice but to bite back. And bite back we shall.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain.
So gaining the weight the wrong way, pretty much. Gotcha.
And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lost Wing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth. I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it. And fight it I did in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered, and he faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones, my livelihood, my position, the faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him, and slit their throats myself. But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection, and so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lost Wing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And Everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same. We are comrades. And our revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first. My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
Okay.
I'm not going to change his mind.
That was a side quest. That's crazy. Anything in the shop? I don't think I need anything, so let's just continue on to the main quest. Is there any other side quests or anything? No?
You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
Hey, Gav.
Gav, you're with me.
All right then. So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Dalamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
Yeah, I already knew Gav was definitely the choice to pick.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of the stuff from Blackthorn's supply. Take care.
You
I don't know if it matters who you pick,
Don't
but
go letting them fleece ya.
Fleece me? I'd like to see him try.
In your own time.
Got some new stuff.
What's Sancfordian, do you?
Ooh. And off stream, yeah, a little bit.
No scratches.
Nobody watches, so might as well. Ooh, make this too. Let's go. Okay, okay.
Should last you a good while.
Okay, man.
You can thank me later. That it? Fine.
Alright, it looks like we don't have anything else here, so let's just go straight to it. Yeah, only a little bit, not much. Started recording this morning. I recorded maybe like an hour. And that's pretty much all I've played off stream.
My carpets have
The most fragrant
Dusan, I know you're keen, but
That's why I've been thinking I need to stream or play more off stream, because this is taking a lot longer than it should. I should have been done by now with this game. But I've only been streaming, 2-3 hours at a time, and yeah.
Looks like I found the river. There's Gav.
All right, Gav. There's any goodies right here? Nothing. It's okay though. I'm enjoying the game, so I don't mind taking my time with it, but it's just I could be working on Monster Hunter. The cam was on? Nah. It still wouldn't drive viewers here. And they're here. I bet you there's something down here. They wouldn't have you walk all this way for no reason. So there's like a fight we gotta do here later on. Yeah, over here for no reason. What did I leave Twitch? Because Twitch was dumb. He started doing stupid things. Like hot tub streams and gambling streams and half-naked streams of people pretending to paint themselves.
Better late than never.
And the pay was doo-doo.
And I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this stardust stuff as we can.
And that became a norm. And it's still the same.
One's planning to do with it though. I asked over in Dalamil and they seem to think it was worthless. But
if I can get the watch time I need for partner again on this, I could be making money again, but I don't make an effort for all this anymore. Sadly.
Race, yeah?
How many hours? I need like 2,000, 3,000 more, something like that. I literally was just there. I knew something was gonna be there. I need like 3,000 more hours within a year. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm starting to get to the point where I won't stream as much from now on. Maybe start doing videos.
So this is Stardust.
Because videos are easy to push. Streams aren't.
It just looks like black sand to me.
Best for hours. Seen people play the crew mode first. A new one. What? It's out already? I didn't think it was. I thought it came out like in 2 months. Stardust. One right here somewhere. Oh, closed beta. Should have signed up. Oh, good. I didn't know. I had you watch that. No worries. Where's this last little dust? You're like down here in the corner, watch. And then stupid. Yep. Hold it. There's more? There's 2 more? How did I miss 2? I swear if it's back at the bottom, that's annoying. Is it really back at the bottom? Bruh. Wow.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
Alright.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough.
5 pieces.
You win.
Can't snipe anymore, Core. Never
That might
could. What are you
even be
talking
enough
about?
For old Blackthorn. Hey,
I'm just kidding.
before we go, do you mind if we have a chat?
أكيد.
Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time
Big
behind
clips?
enemy lines.
What clips?
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going.
You better.
Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you.
I'm gonna stand up. Oh man. A stretch. I'm tired, man. Oh, let's end the stream and go sleep.
Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd
In the
better get
face?
this
Face is
one
like the
back to
worst clan to go for
Blackthorn
right
before
now.
he slings his hammer at someone.
Literally.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Yo, what up, Kev?
Oh,
How you doing, man?
to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Optic? I mean, I don't think Optic really goes for snipers anymore. You have to go for an actual, like, sniping team, like...
Ready to go home,
Bring
boy?
back Red. Go for Soar. Soar's good. Gonna make me jealous, go for Soar. Thing rises at the moment, ring it up. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna be on that again pretty soon. I just want to finish Final Fantasy first. And then it's gonna be nothing but Rise for another like 2 months after that.
Let's hope this
Because I gotta do Sunbreak as well. Which, remembering that, I still have to buy it. And it is on sale right now until the, like, the 18th or something like that. For like $10 off.
Blackthorn. Got everything you need.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. You know, it beats sneaking around on your Todd all the time.
Making a store.
Start on putting this thermal
That's
plate
very
together
possible.
then. It'll take some time.
Get me
right?
in now.
So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my
I know a
neck.
few people in it already.
Thank you,
It
Blackthorn.
doesn't change my
I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
entries. The chances of getting... We got 500 ability points from that? Holy crap.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
We could get another item from that. Let's, yeah. Let's just... We have to go that way anyway, so we'll just... Get the item from, the Whisperer place, I forget what the heck it's called, and then do the quest.
We're seeing troops amassing at every port.
Well, no surprises there.
So hot,
I wasn't
man.
expecting you back, so.
Why is it so hot? Oh, it is right here. 100 degrees, man. It's like 100 degrees in my room. Watch me play this, like spoiler, because there's guys today. Oh, okay. I'm like maybe a quarter into the game. It says 68%, but I don't believe that. Maybe close to half. Way into the game. This game's great. You're gonna like it.
I think mid might need some help.
Just do yourself a favor and immediately go to the settings and turn off motion blur. That's like the only thing I really recommend.
You'll be pleased to hear that
Definitely turn off motion blur.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course.
Yeah, I wanna 100% this before I go back to Monster Hunter Rise.
Salvage from the ruins.
And then when I go back to Monster Hunter Rise, it's gonna be nothing but that. And then off stream, I'll record other games or videos.
Just so happens there's one
I
particular
have everything
ruin
all
that's
set up
broken
again.
into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's your name?
What's her name?
Yeah, see?
Right.
Oh, we had the same thought. That's hilarious.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the
Yeah, no problem.
surrounding air. Now,
Everything else is fine. If you want to make it easy, keep the rings on that you start off with.
to achieve this effect,
Um,
the rate of excess heat buildup would
I don't think you're gonna go for the trophies, but if you do, the rings that you get
the reactor would
do
overheat
not
and
disable any
eventually
trophies, so you
explode.
can play on the
This is where
easiest
helm comes in.
easiest
It
mode like I
connects to
am
the plating, you see,
with rings, and it makes it
serves as a
extremely
sort of
easy.
thermal sink to
You can have
absorb
like
all
auto
that
evade,
excess
you can have
energy.
auto attack,
Experiments have shown
auto
that fallen
combos.
ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of
You don't have to
heat
have all
far
of them on,
above
of course,
anything we
but
are able to make today. And not only that, they're also
Just a heads
waterproof
up.
and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why? If sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the
Yeah, I'm gonna try and finish this as fast as I can now, so I can switch to Monster Hunter.
I understand.
Continue that grind
Said we
again.
might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Alright, prioritize it. It is not here. Alright, it's up there. We do not have any side quests. Let's get going.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
I gotta go all the way over there again. Might as well just take this way. I don't think the other way is gonna be any faster. It probably was actually, but it's alright.
If you're ready, we leave at once.
Another thing about this game is it auto picks up items, which is fantastic. You just go near it and it picks up the item. Basically what? What you said? Basically. Dang, I'm so over leveled for this little area. Obviously because it doesn't scale, but because we've been here way early on in the game.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
I didn't get to get the item.
Anybody home?
That thing?
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
There's Adam. Oh, I can't steal him, no. Dude, I feel like I'm so OP right now. Look at how strong we are! We're 37 already! I think it's a hit no matter what. Nope. Boom. You strong, man. Well, I've done all the side quests and even like a little bit of fighting that I should have been doing for the ability points. And it's definitely showing right now that it's paid off a little bit.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Ooh. I have the warrior. Back to mid, so that's back at the hideout more than likely. Yep. Okay.
We're seeing troops amassing at every corner.
I think Mid might need some help tidying up.
Yeah.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
A booger?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prism for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light.
Like
but
a
I've
booger.
my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Hippocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him? See what he makes of it?
Right away.
Okay. I'm gonna change the music in this real quick. Want that, the name of that thing. There. Different tone. Change the vibe up a little bit.
Thanks to Sid. Thank you, Clive.
This one. Yeah.
The nobleman who visited.
Hippocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive? Always.
Well, actually, it's for mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next?
Snipers are getting better. Snipers never changed.
Around the edges.
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution.
I see.
Or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection it requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelus might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
So you need a hand, do you?
So Jill's finally coming out again?
I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company, too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
See, this is where I don't know who I should pick. Like, am I supposed to pick Jill because it's Jill? Or what?
Shielding that guards against even the most ferocious flames. We could have done with some of that on Drustinus. I doubt I would have survived that place with or without it. A trip to Northreach, though, I think either of us could handle.
So,
I feel like we're gonna have to take Jill with us.
You made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
Very well. So then, what do we need?
She's
to
been
find?
dying for some one-on-one time too, if you know what I mean.
A list. Here.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible. I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited. Effects for which they were once highly prized.
Right.
So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
I will. Until then.
Goodbye. Don't be sad.
You
Arya.
two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia.
Don't be jealous. Make sure there's no more side quests. So those other two side quests just popped up randomly on the map. I didn't even get a notification for them. You good? No, you're not.
No. Where's
It's
Jill?
okay. There's a lot of bots playing Cold War right now, so. That's what's up, though.
Do you see anything you like?
Enchanter.
And a
Bro.
fine,
Trust
fine
me.
day to you.
There's a lot.
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled.
It's professional. No, you're not. I can guarantee it.
Are those Pepio nuts?
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
Right.
What am I looking for?
How about you look for the Pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're finished.
Right, purchase garlic. And peanuts. So pretty much I have to do everything. No, you're not.
You haven't much, but you're free to look. Ah, yes.
Garlic,
Always welcome here in Lostwing.
How the hell is anyone
Fly.
Oh, I'm about to fall asleep.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Garlic and Pepio nuts.
It's too hot in here, man.
Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool.
Give me 1 second. Somebody open my door. BRB.
But before we head back, would you walk with me a while? Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember?
I don't know. Open my door. It was just open. Nobody was there.
The sights
So.
and smells.
Oh well.
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go
If it was my nephew
racing
or
away and we'd
something.
have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Is there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would. Thank you.
And I saw some
Ghost.
bread.
Pie and bread.
Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... Oh,
You're right.
sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you.
You're welcome. I didn't pick the other chick.
Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive. Well, I suppose we better be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
Did we have to buy her a pie after all, or
You too.
just forget about it? Yeah, we just forget about the pie. Okay. Did we randomly just have a pie there right next to the lake? Okay.
I wonder how Harpocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Thanks to Sid.
All right, let's see what they came
How's
up with.
work on the shielding progressing, Harpocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Right.
Of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice to being with you.
Mm-hmm.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once.
Your
When both
knife?
the shielding and the moondew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
Okay.
Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
Turn that back up. Okay.
Ugh. I'm never
I can go.
drinking again.
I don't know, it looks like it's connected, but I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk wasting time. Yo, what? Is she moaning?
We're seeing troops amassing at every
Ooh.
border.
How far behind are you?
I think Mid might need some help.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew
Mhm.
a substance that's
Mhm.
highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
Isn't that Kevin Hart's username in Ride Along? Or Xbox or whatever it was he played on?
Smithing game. I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
Dude, it's so funny with all the cursing in this game.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
So literally the quest is to talk to her again. Okay.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up.
And
as soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans. I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. It is in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Oh, new quest. Where is this new side quest? Okay. New missive has been delivered.
He cracked the crystal too.
Quest. 2 of them. Sweet. Oh, wow, this was here though. This was a little thing too. There's summons.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
Okay. We're gonna accept all 3 before going anywhere because there's no point in wasting time and coming back each and every time. Yeah.
What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him.
Okay. We got a trophy. Woohoo!
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
Alright, hopefully it collects like all these quests at one time and not tweak out. It's only 3 quests, so it should be fine. Go one at a time.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, and you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, you've got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something. Something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me. The edge on it. You could slice a man clean in 2 with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you?
Nah. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting.
You don't scrub your back?
Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, We could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. And we can't
Can you
have our
fix
master
the
blacksmith
shower?
being distracted.
Wash your
For a
back.
soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword.
You wash your back?
I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgal?
So you can read. Congratulations. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
Right then.
You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes.
What am I
I
doing?
need to help him find out how to work an
Pretty terrible.
It's driving him to distraction.
Alright.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely
Invisible
to go
girl.
nicking him off me, are
We
you?
already told you what to do, what to talk to people.
If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Delmechian bloke. Collects weapons and the like.
Honestly, all you have to do is just get over your shyness. You'll be fine.
Which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil.
All you gotta really do, don't be shy.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh, and he's a touch eccentric, if you take me meaning.
I appreciate the warning. Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting, Clive.
All right, mate. Much talking, I know. I should probably skip it all, but alright. Gives me quality phone time. What's up?
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Taking you to Japan?
Clive, did you get my letter?
Like I said, I feel like if I were to ever go, I'd probably live there instead.
Otto might be listening.
Nothing left here in California for me.
A little. Listen, I've some bad news.
Why live there? Because I like the culture. Everything's cheaper.
Slightly behind.
Everything's healthier.
To certain lenders.
People are different.
Maybe my fault.
Cars are cooler.
But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square.
Girls aren't psycho.
Square turned out to be more of a circle. 0, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but...
You gonna do for work? Anything.
It's gonna take some time, and I'm gonna need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. And I will dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million each. They lent us
Holy
the bulk
crap.
of money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see? And, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility. And it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 50.
He just had them in his pocket.
Debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe, and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
ERB for sure.
Do you know why
I probably won't be on much longer.
2 star rubies?
Probably going to sleep.
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No, I don't.
All right. Okay, we powering up.
Sid.
I might get off soon too.
Be just the man to help me
Because I'm
out with
tired.
a
I haven't
bit of
slept.
Bother, if you have a mind to.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making. Lovely bit of kit it is. Bung in a solution you want splitting, and it'll separate it out, just like that. Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurities. And with some of the stuff we need it for, that ain't good enough. Which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid we'll be cooking off. And that's where I was hoping you could help me out.
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like.
Go higher.
All right. Why not?
Proper job!
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university stores. Couldn't believe my eyes. You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream. So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some. And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them behind when they die, see?
I take it that's where I come in.
If you wouldn't mind. I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other day. Would have gone myself, but, well, fighting dirty great balls of flame isn't exactly my forte. You, on the other hand...
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you kindly. And good hunting, eh?
Good hunting, eh? Yeah, point down left, something you want to hit. Okay. Is that roid free? That's good. The croc sand brick. Sand bricks over here. Why will the croc?
There's talk.
Okay.
Citizens are free to come and go as they please.
Did you hear? The gates to heaven.
I want to see you.
What am I going to do without Sweetwater and Olive Talc?
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion. Oh my. Clive, you really have
have outdone yourself.
Thank you.
Otto asked me to give it to you. To settle the hideaway's debt with the Veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
Yeah, bro.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive.
5 pounds away from the 1,000.
I doubt
Nice.
anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Long ago, yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that.
Something right here I haven't seen. And right here I haven't seen. Go this one first. See if we find that hunting thingy we need. Alright, so like I said, I think in a bit I'll probably stop the stream and get some sleep, because I have not slept yet. A little farther. A little dragon thingy there. Oh, raptors. Be gone, raptors. How did I miss this? Imperial Chase. Item up ahead. Let's see if we missed like a chest or something. Same thing. Definitely missed a spot up here though. I wonder if this is where that thing is. Oh, this way too. Let's go let's go this way first. See what's in here. An item already, that's good. Please be like a crazy chest. go. Main chest once more. Better be like a big chest or something. Look like a little hole right there. Or something for our time wasted coming this way. Like a... Oh, is that the thing I need to kill? It is. I got lucky. Ooh. Bumble King.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
This thing has no stagger meter either. Mario. It's level 33, so we should be fine. Just pop this. Just Super Saiyan on it. Super Saiyan. There we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah, mate. Yeah, mate. Right. They better.
Your reign is over.
I say there better be like a chest or something here for me though, because this is like out in the middle of nowhere.
If there's any more.
I got lucky. This was the first place I looked.
That should do it.
This looks like it could be like
Needs more
a
than this.
ruin that we come to later on though, or something. Because there's no chest, sadly. Deliver. We started Martha. Let's just keep finishing all these side quests. There's 2 side quests in Martha's Rest.
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
A star ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again.
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a
Yep,
twinkle in
the
the
old
eye
goat.
of a recently retired Lord Commander,
Word is he was the first one Sid reached out
Lord
to.
Commander, I swear there's so many
Probably knew
freaking
that
Game of
without his
Thrones
strong arm
references
and
in this
level head, the idea
game.
would
It
never
is
get off the ground.
ridiculous.
Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement, and rallied the rest around you.
And then watch Game of
I
Thrones.
reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too.
Just out, man.
And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither. That, and you keep good company.
I suppose I do. Goat will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
Your dad watched it? Yeah, it is probably a little too mature for you anyways. Good point. I keep forgetting you're a child. Oh, dude. I keyed. Kinda. I killed everything around me again. I hit them all the way up there. Are you serious? There, Antelope. You're red. I wouldn't be surprised if there were one. Like, I need it for the pump in the gym. No, man. Heavy squats, that's gross. Oh, itchy. The heck? Oh, Minotaur. Ooh. It's disgusting. Dang, we got him staggered that fast. Holy crap. He's dead. Times 7? Good. Did it again. I'm not going all the way over there.
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place.
Here. Certainly quiet. It's gonna be in the corner. That's the giant one. It looks normal.
Doubt we'll find one bigger than that. Hungry, Torgal?
Oh, I probably had to kill them all and then Maybe a big one comes out. I don't know. They all look the same. How they look giant? I like that. How it like zaps them all in the general area. Be gone. The thunderclap. Enemy slain. Those were not even big, dude. They were normal. Talking about giant antelopes. Those things were the normal size.
Now, will it be enough, I wonder?
Pretty massive to you. They look normal sizes to me.
Question, which means we owe the lawsman our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy.
I think I got bit on my leg by something.
You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
Definitely. My leg's all red. That's great. Okay, this one.
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
The same Drape's fang is gone. The whole Mother Crystal gone.
My reputation will be ruined.
That's the dude. Little finger.
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen? Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went?
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamal is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
Okay. Okay. Now we gotta go all the way where? All the way up there? Serious? There's no fast travel? You really gotta go all the way up there? Way left. Oh man. Definitely using chocobo on this. Okay. Come on, you can run faster.
Over here!
Should kill all of them. Yep.
Let's go.
We're gonna have like scorpions or something come up. More than likely. Oh, scorpions up ahead, yep. Might as well kill these two for the extra ability points. Twofer right there. And why can't it be this easy all the time? See, but I'm like, this is a place we went to. I don't know how many quests ago, but I feel like a beast in this area. Alright, dudes. Let's get it.
Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off.
Alright. I think we need to off the ability. Well, maybe I should have off it. It's alright. Might kill him? Yeah, I did. Okay. Sweet. Sweetness. I feel like we really need to start using some gil, because I feel like I have way too much. I don't think we even really bought anything this entire playthrough.
Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Delamel.
We would have to actually come back here. Does auto travels us?
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak.
Oh, crap.
Mr. Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke.
Don't mind if I do.
Collectors than even the blade itself. And a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
And there are many other collectors out there.
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield. And is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
These are some really long side quests, it feels like. Mainly because just traveling and then all the excessive talking for each and every one.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
You could say that.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
I said 1, didn't I say 5?
You can, aye. I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way to see him.
Really gotta talk to that man just to finish this quest.
Sorry for the wait, but hopefully you'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword, then?
I did better than that. A whetstone? Yes. you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
Like Masamune or something, finally?
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing, for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthian steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles.
Alright, make it.
I won't make a copy, nah. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone. Hey.
Speaking of that, I'm freaking tired.
I mean it. I owe you one, August 2. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
You'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
All right. I will.
Excalibur? Ooh. I was gonna be like Masamune or something. Freaking Excalibur. Probably not gonna have the right things for right now, but let's check. We can make it right now.
Back, are ya? So, what
No way we're gonna be able to make it right now. We can! Holy crap, let's go. Excalibur.
No scratches, right?
I don't know if I was supposed to use this, but I want it. Okay. And upgrade Excalibur. RIP. I'll talk to this man. Look at Excalibur, man! Look at that!
Clive, were you able to locate your quarry?
We were indeed, Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. And Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way, for your part in solving the mystery.
Ah. But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
Mm-hmm.
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. But one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty. And that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
All this like talking is putting me to sleep, man. See if this raises it up a
Good
bit.
it is to see you, Clive. I don't believe you've
Yeah,
read
I'm
this
ready to
particular
fall asleep.
chapter before.
A little bit, that's it.
You wish to study the tomes?
You fall asleep? Yeah. I think after I do these side quests, I'm probably gonna hop off. Because I'm tired. I'll do these, hop off,
Is that the thing
go to sleep, and then
Ned told me she was
hopefully
building a
sleep
ship.
through the night. And if not, then I don't know what I'll do.
Goat. Still alive, I see. So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
Ah, about that. I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Yeah.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Man, that means I gotta go talk to another
I hope
person.
you have better luck than I did.
Really, dude? Luckily, she's right there, but still, like, this is a really boring part to be tired and playing.
I think mid might need some help.
It's definitely not a good combo. But I'll just skip it all.
All right there, Sid?
Right?
How's that hunt for the bomb ash going?
Oh yeah, right. It's right. It's right.
That's the stuff. And plenty of it, too. Enough to keep the Alembic bubbling away for a good old while. You're a gent, Sid. Let nothing say otherwise. Right then. Let's get this contraption up and running. There we have it. The Telemon Alembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in. Reckon
Trying to look at my bag, dude.
magic on that.
What kind of magic?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest lever supple as anything. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil. But I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough for you to squeeze in a bottle or two more.
Okay, do it.
Well, it can't hurt to try, I suppose.
That's the spirit. Leave it with me.
Yeah, I'm about to skip all this because I'm literally like falling asleep doing this. Steven, we know what happened, so give us the bag. You upgraded it. So we said. 1,000 experience? Ooh. How far am I in the game? I have no idea. We beat Titan, and then now we're doing a crap ton of like side quests. Traded potions 4-6. I am, according to PlayStation, 69%. According to PlayStation. Still got a way to go. But I haven't really played much, to be honest. Like, a lot of it was just either testing streams or messing around, killing things, figuring out the moves.
Meg told me she was building a ship.
And yesterday I forgot to turn off my PlayStation after a little bit. But yeah, we haven't played that much.
Lady Karen, go tell.
Done like every side quest there is that pops up.
Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil.
I'd have to check and see if there's a trophy to I have to do all the side quests or not.
His coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you.
If I don't have to do them all, then it'll probably going much quicker.
But one good turn deserves another, and our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
I ain't gonna skip it. All this talking is just freaking boring the crap out of me. That's another thing too. I haven't really skipped anything.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square. Right away.
I've seen that before.
Yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used, either out of habit, or because the filthy sod couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died. 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was
20 summers.
Trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to, forget where. And having nothing better to do on the long nights, we set up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that, on account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was...
Oh my god, this side quest is boring, man. What is this? Memory?
He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall.
Okay.
But I couldn't even do that.
You got to. I'm falling asleep. Literally falling asleep with all this talking in the game. Sid's goblet. Oh, displayed in class chamber. Okay. Oh, we get another item.
How may I help you today, Clive? Is everything we've received and everything
My
promised?
cleric's medallion.
You earned this.
I'll take it.
All done?
Almost to the next one. I don't know how many more there are of those, but
Mid told me she was building a ship.
see that item. Make sure we don't have any letters too. We don't have any letters. Okay.
He cracked the crystal too.
It's right there, man, next to the apples. I'm missing a lot still. Holy crap, same thing with letters. I feel like we're missing a lot of letters too.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
I think we might just save here and continue later on. Like I said, I'm falling asleep. I have not slept. Oh, I can't even talk. I haven't slept yet in more than 24 hours, so I am tired. I have been streaming for like an hour. Oh crap, it's been 2.5 hours? Holy crap. Okay. Yeah, it's a decent amount of stream. Let's call it here. And I'll continue tomorrow, guys. Hopefully everybody likes the new settings. It should be clear a little bit. The recording settings, though, are insane. So, look out for a video soon. Alright. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night, good day. Take it easy. Peace.